Hey, all my small good friends. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. It is the weekend. It's actually the end of the weekend almost. The long weekend. It is the 4th of July. I'm planning on getting 2 videos filmed today. Jersey's here today. So, yeah, we may hear some snoring. Domino is actually over on the floor laying. I've got fans on. The air hasn't kicked on yet, but it probably will at some point during my filming, so I apologize for the background noise. I've got natural light going on with my shutters. I actually don't have them all fully open, so hopefully the lighting's okay. If it's not, I do apologize. But the first haul I want to get to here is from Scentsy. So I had been talking about how I was not planning on picking up the Bring Back My Bar Early Access set, all 25 bars that were available early to consultants. Most consultants order them very early. They become available a month earlier than they do to the general public. And so most consultants, like I said, purchase them, first day that they become available. So they become available to the general public July 1st. Most consultants order them June 1st. I think a lot of consultants were talking about them shipping kind of late, so that wasn't too much fun for a lot of people, I can imagine. I've been having some late shipment issues with Scentsy as well. This shipment actually came very fast. But, like I said, I had been talking about not picking up the whole set. I was only going to pick up the 12 or 13 bars that I thought I might like and skip out on the rest and save the moolah. But I realized that I needed to become active this month to remain a Scentsy consultant. And so because I wanted to do that, and there were some other bars that were on my radar from the current catalog that I wanted to get more of. All bars that are favorites, but I just wanted to get more of them. I decided, you know what? Go ahead and throw in that 25 bar pack and I'll try them all out and I'll get 25 more bars. So I got a 50 bar order here. There are some duplicates when it comes to the 25 set that's not the Bring Back My Bar. But if you're interested in seeing what I picked up, including the Bring Back My Bar set, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I do realize that, my first sniffs here are a lot later than most consultants, but that's because I didn't plan to get the set. But like I said, since I need to become active, I went ahead and ordered the set, so I have it here. And I gotta tell you, I sniffed through everything really, really quickly when it got here. And sometimes things change, as I said, a little bit, so my opinions could differ from the very first sniff I had. But as I sniffed through things really, really quickly, I must say, I'm a little bit surprised. I think I liked more than I thought I would, which is good news, because that doesn't always happen. But anyway, we'll start with the bars that are repeats for me. I won't go through scent notes on those bars. They are in the current catalog. They're super easy to find. Bring Back My Bar is now available. It went up as of July 1st, and I'm recording this on July 6th. So I'll try to edit this video very soon because these are only available until the middle of August. So Scentsy is giving us an extra couple of weeks to kind of figure out what we want from those. I don't know if they sell out. That's my guess. If a scent sells out, they won't fill it anymore, because it's kind of what they did on the last Bring Back My Bar earlier this year. So I don't know. So I would advise, if there's anything that you want from Bring Back My Bar, go ahead and order it early. That way you for certain are going to get them. I mean, I'm sure they're well stocked. The other option is you can always put these bars into your club and get them that way. So if you have a club, it's super easy. Just put them in your club and get them that way. And that should be regardless if they sell out or not. That shouldn't matter. As long as you put them in your club before they go away. Although, I want to say, were there some bars that sold out last time and they wouldn't let you put them in a club? I don't remember for sure. But I will say, what I do, because I do have a couple of Scentsy clubs. You can have up to 3 different durations, monthly, bi-monthly, and quarterly. What I do, as soon as a bar is released, whether it be, although I don't tend to do it with the catalog bars, but I might go ahead and do it this month because Scentsy has reported that if anything sells out, they're not going to replenish it. So I'm pretty sure that would include wax bars. So I think if anything sells out from the catalog from this point forward, we won't see it again. So I think I will go ahead and club my catalog bars, which I don't usually do until August 1st when we get information from Scentsy as to what's going to come back in the September 1st catalog. But I may do that later today just to make sure, because I don't know. Really, when a bar sells out, you should still be able to add it to club. And that has been the case with, like, you know, the Father's Day bars and stuff like that. But I feel like, you guys comment below, I feel like there were some bars in the Bring Back My Bar in that last round that once they sold out, you couldn't add them to club. Is that right? I can't remember. Gosh, my memory's horrible. It was something fishy funny. But anyway, what I do is I usually add whatever that releases LTO, which basically is a Bring Back My Bar as well. An LTO is a limited time offer. I add them to my club right away. As soon as they're released, I put them in my club. That way they're there. And as I start warming these bars and realize, this is not really club worthy, I go back into my club and I remove them. So that's just how I do it. That way I don't worry about forgetting to put something in before it goes away. And I don't have to worry about that funky thing that I think happened with that last Bring Back My Bar that I can't remember for sure. Anyway, so I got 25 bars that were from the catalog. And like I said, there's a number of repeats here, so let's get started. I won't go over scent notes because, like I said, they're all in the catalog, and I'll just go over the scent notes on the Bring Back My Bar because it's probably more important to you. A lot of these bars you guys are probably already familiar with, but if not, let's chat about them. So we have 2 bars of coconut lemongrass. This is a great performing bar. You get the lemongrass, you get the coconut. I feel like the coconut is a little bit more heftier, at least on cold. But when you warm this, oh, it's coconut, lemon goodness, super strong. It's a great performing bar. I know a lot of people talk about covering up yucky smells from like what they've cooked in their house with this bar. I haven't really tried that. I'm a pressure cooker, air fryer kind of girl. I don't use my oven and stuff too much. I am not really a fish girl. I did enjoy some crabs lately. That my daughter brought back from the Jersey Shore. So I guess I could have tried it, but I didn't have any on hand because I just used up my last bar. I thought about getting a brick, but I didn't do this as a club order, so I got 2 bars. I highly recommend this if you love strong bars and you love coconut and you like lemongrass. All right, Make a Splash. I got 2 bars of that. Super pretty. Another great bar. A good performer. This has got some melon. It's aquatic. It's like a very lovely tropical melon aquatic scent. Love it, love it. I kind of wonder if it's going to go away because I think Scentsy's probably at some point going to make a decision whether they're keeping that or sipping poolside. And I have a feeling sipping poolside may win out. And while I like sipping poolside, Make a Splash performs better for me. So my choice would be Make a Splash, but you know, who am I? Coconut for coconuts. So this one is a great, I think it has tiara flower, coconut for sure, maybe a little vanilla. I'm not sure, but another fantastic, strong performer for me. Open space worthy. All 3 of these bars I just showed you are open space worthy. I don't always do my Scentsy in my open space because it often would take more than 1 bar, and I'm just not doing that because these bars are not cheap. I mean, $6 a bar. But these are definitely ones that I know I can put in my open space and they'll be fine. This is a beautiful, like sunscreen kind of scent, and I love scents like that. Super good. Lemon Lime Fizz. 2 bars of that. This was part of the Easter collection last year, and it made it to the catalog this year. I just warmed this recently, and it's just so delicious. I think it's supposed to be like a lemon lime. I don't pick up a lot of lime. I'm not crazy over lime. I can take it a little bit more so if it's mixed with other citrus, which it is here. And like some vanilla, like a little creaminess going on. And It's a decent performer. I think it would probably be okay in my open space, but I have not tested it. But it does great in my bedroom. Bonfire Beach. This one's just, I feel like this is an all-around scent, and Scentsy only releases it in the spring-summer catalog, probably because of the name has beach in it. But honestly, all year round, it has a little bit of marshmallow. It has some flint. I think there's like driftwood or something in here. Very beachy. If you like things like beach nights, it's not really beach nights, but you know, kind of leans that way. I think if you like scents in that scent genre, you would like this. It is also a decent performer. Tropical Coconut Nectar. Beautiful orange wax. This is a new favorite. I think it was part of the summer collection last year, and I fell in love with it. I didn't think I would because it has peach nectar in it, but I love it. It's got coconut, it's tropical, it's a great performer for me. I have not tried it in my open space, but it was so strong in my bedroom and it was seeping out and I could smell it all the way downstairs. I would definitely say it's gotta be open space worthy. So I will definitely be trying that out. Basically, I'm showing you all the bars that are gonna make it to my club for sure when the season ends. Berry Sweet. Dark red wax. This one, I love this bar. I will say when I recently warmed it, it had been a bar that had been sitting since last year because this was one of the, I believe this was one of the 10 new scents released in the last spring summer catalog. Cannot get this popped out. It's so good. It's super candy-ish. Blueberry, strawberry, and I think there's like candy glaze as part of the scent notes. Super candy-ish, but when I recently warmed it, it wasn't super strong for me. So I hope that was just a one-off because I've warmed it before and was pretty impressed with its performance. So grabbed up 2 more of those. You know I'm a blueberry hoe, so had to have it. Oh, my new love. This is one of the 10 new scents in the current catalog. Barefoot Beach. Yeah, this is beautiful. Sultry. Oh, it's just divine. It's nutty. I think macadamia is the nut that's in here, but it's nutty in like a beachy way. So it kind of gives me, it definitely gives me like Sol de Janeiro vibes. I'm not saying it's like a dupe for anything, but it has like those vibes kind of in the middle of like a Boom Boom and a Brazilian Crush. So good. Barefoot Beach. A decent performer. I don't know that I could get away with this in my open space, but it does pretty well in my bedroom. And I like it in my bedroom. It's just that kind of scent. But I could see doing it out here as well. I just don't know if it would be strong enough with one bar for me. But my house is pretty open. Cake Me to Paradise. Another one I fell in love with last year. I think this was one of the 10 new scents from the last catalog. Last spring and summer catalog. And this one, oh, it's so good. One of the very few bakeries that Scentsy gives us as part of the catalog. In fact, was this the only bakery listed in this catalog besides, you know, like Vanilla Amber and Berry Vanilla, which was like a joke because they were just brought back. I mean, this was brought back too, but they were like carried over. And I don't feel like they're bakery. This is beautiful. There's orange in this. I think there's some rum. I don't remember if there's a cake note. I get a little bit of a bakery tone. More gourmand than I guess straight up bakery. But it's kind of cakey to me, but it's kind of not. It's hard to explain, but it's definitely a gourmand scent to me. And I love it. Not the super strongest, but it does well enough that I get it and enjoy it in my bedroom. Alright guys, I think that'll do it for all my doubles here. Let's get to the single bars I picked up. I picked up another bar of Coconut Blossoms. This was the scent of the month last month. So for June, I think. I can never keep it straight because they keep them around for a little bit. I love this. This is kind of like almost leaning laundry, but not quite. It's definitely a fresh coconut scent, but kind of like a linen kind of. Yeah, it's just really nice. Not the strongest, but it did well enough that I wanted another bar. I have thrown that in my club. I don't know how long it'll stay. Probably not that long, but I wanted another bar of it. In this bar I had last year, and I remember really enjoying it. It is a lighter scent, but I really enjoyed it, and I thought, I just want another bar of that so I can enjoy it again. Summer Moonlight. This one has, like, I think it's sweet pea. It definitely has strawberry in it. I don't remember the other scent note, but it's like a strawberry floral. And I feel like the emphasis is on the strawberry. And it's just really pretty to me. It kind of has like this sheer kind of vibe to it. It's just very pretty. I would definitely say this is one you need to do in small spaces, but very pleasant. Skinny Dippin'. I would have got 2 of these, but I have, I think, 2 from a prior haul. So I didn't get 2. Another one I really need to just pick up in a break. I forget the notes of this, but it's so good. I think it has banana, but it's definitely a tropical scent, and it's a good performer for me, and I love it. I picked up another bar before it was going away because it was retired at the end of June. Strawberries and Cream. This one I like. I don't know if it's a love for me. It reminds me a lot of Strawberry Lemon Cake, I think it was called, which I had in my club for a little bit, and then I just got tired of dealing with its low performance. It just wasn't very strong for me. I think this one has similar notes, and I think the note said this had lemon, but I don't pick up any lemon. I just get like a strawberry cake, like an artificial strawberry cake vibe, and I don't think cake is a note, but it doesn't smell to me like a strawberry it's in cream or like a strawberry taffy or anything like that. To me, it kind of smells like strawberry cake. Again, I throw it in my club just to save it for a little bit, and I may get a couple more bars, but for now I'm good. I probably won't stay very long. This is one of the 10 new scents too. I think out of the 10 new scents, even though I like some of the others, these Barefoot Beach and this one will be the club ones for me. Island Bloom. This one has melon, and I think it was Amy that was saying this smells like a fruitier version of Aloha Orchid. I can totally get what she's saying. Although I get fruitiness from Aloha Orchid because I think it has pineapple. I feel like Aloha Orchid is a little bit more coconutty for me, but I totally get what she's saying. This is really nice. Melon, definitely melon forward for me. I think it has some star fruit. I really enjoy it, and it's a decent performer. Kindness. This one is a new love for me. I just tried this year. It made it to the catalog after being part of the Mother's Day collection last year. I don't remember the notes whatsoever, but to me, this smells like a really beautiful laundry scent. Yeah, it's really nice. I could see it being a little bit sharp for some, but not too much, I don't think. I like laundry scents, so I really like it. It's nowhere near as sharp like as, say, Magnolia Linen is, which I actually like Magnolia Linen, but I could see how some people could get a headache from it. I think this one's quite nice, and it was a decent performer as well. I really enjoyed it. I may club that. And last but not least, Pink Berry Sandalwood. I really didn't need another bar of this, but I really like it, and I'm kind of hoping Scentsy carries it over because it did originate from the fall winter catalog. I'm not sure what Pink Berry is. Is there such a thing? This kind of gives me like a cherry kind of vibe, so maybe whatever Pink Berry is, it kind of leans that way. With that sandalwood, it's so nice and a good performer for me. So if I let it sit for a little bit. When I tried to warm this right away, it was kind of late for me, but when I let it sit for like a month, yeah, she was a banger. Pink Berry Sandalwood. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw these in my box, and then we'll get to bring back my bar. All right, I'm gonna take my glasses off for this part since I have my iPad out, and plan to go over the scent notes with you. These are my first sniffs, being probably my first detailed sniffs Like I said earlier, when they first came in, I went through and to make sure everything was in my box. And of course, you know, I'm not going to make sure everything is in here and not do a quick little whiff, right? Okay, I'm going to do these in ABC order. I just think that'll be the easiest since I can pull them up on my website that way. Like I said, all the Bring Back My Bar, they are now available. They became available as of July 1st. Again, I recommend if you want to shop for the Bring Back My Bar. I would probably do so sooner than later. I'm not trying to press anyone to do that. I'm just saying, I feel like something wonky went on with the last one. I would say they're probably for sure available all of July. I don't know if they're like for sure available all of, well, not all of, but the first couple of weeks of August that they're supposed to be available. I don't know. I don't know if Scentsy's guaranteeing that or not. I just wasn't taking chances, at least throw it in a club. But there were some bars here I was super excited about. Some that I've tried before, not a ton, but some I've tried before. Some that are brand new to me. Some I totally didn't have any interest in, but like I said, kind of got a surprise here, so we'll see. First bar is Ace. I feel like this bar has been up for voting a million times, and honestly, I think people just voted it back because they were tired of seeing it go up for voting and just wanted something else to go up for voting, like banana berry, apple butter frosting, almond croissant. You know, you've heard it from all of us over and over, right? All right, so this is definitely unexpected. Tangerine and lavender enrobed in dark chocolate and sweet musky amber. I was thinking hell to the no on this. Like, what? What is that concoction? Tangerine, lavender, dark chocolate, and musky amber? What in sweet hell is that? And you know I don't like lavender. This is not bad. I don't know why. I think this isn't bad. I don't know what I'll think on warm, but this is almost giving me a bit of a gourmand vibe, which is crazy. I mean, it's tangerine chocolate. I do get an amber. Yeah, it shows chocolate bars on the packaging. Yeah, chocolate bars on the packaging. Chocolate bars and oranges. And lavender. It literally shows them all. Guess it couldn't show the musky amber. Yeah, I don't know how to describe this, but I definitely get the lavender, but it's not a bad lavender to my nose. It shows a picture of like herbal lavender. I don't feel like I'm getting herbal, but then again, it could be those sweet notes of like the tangerine and the chocolate that's and the amber. Everything else that's in here could be totally toning down the herbalness of the lavender, but I don't really get herbal. There's definitely a sweetness to this, but there's definitely that amber, and I just think the amber in this is really pretty. I know sometimes amber can be too much, but I think it's just right in this. It's pretty, but it's kind of delicious at the same time. Yeah, really hard to describe, but I totally did not think this was going to be my vibe. Do I get the chocolate? I don't feel like it's overly chocolate. I smell it because I know it's there, but if I didn't know it was there, I don't know for sure I would know it was chocolate. But I definitely get that musky amber, but I think it's pretty. I don't know. I've got to warm this and see what I think, but on cold, I actually like it. And I totally did not expect it. I totally was not planning on getting this bar. So, there you go. I would say try it out if you're curious. Amber Road. So we have, okay, this description's a little odd. Open a box of treasure, handpicked from exotic lands to discover glowing red cedar and resinous incense. So what I'm taking from that is this says cedar and incense, right? Not sounding like my vibe. This is in the woodsy category, which makes sense. Whoa, I get that incense on the bottom a lot. Okay, so this is smoky incense. But again, it's not bad. I get a lot of the incense on the bottom, so I kind of wonder if this will be like very smoky incense when I warm it. The cedar is not like overly cedar, because sometimes cedar can be a little too much for me, but this is actually kind of toned down. It's not bad. Another one that I did not plan to pick up, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to warming this. Honestly, I could totally see adding some marshmallow to this. I totally could add marshmallow to that, and I think that would be such a cozy vibe. All right, so this bar I've had before, apple and oats, and I know so many people are excited about this coming back. I love the packaging, so cute. And I was super excited about warming it. I will say, it was an old bar. It was in my collection. And some bars just don't age well. And I did want to try this one again. So this is one that I did plan to try, because this is in my scent category, guys. This is gourmand. This is bakery. This is my vibe. So I did plan to pick it up and try it again. But my first experience was not the best. I didn't love it. But again, my bar was old. And I thought, let me try it again, because maybe it just, it just didn't age well. So we have rich buttery oats, caramelized apple, that note always scares me, and warm hints of cinnamon, straight from a farmhouse kitchen. So we have oats, buttery oats, caramelized apple, and cinnamon, which is totally my vibe. I will say, I love how this bar smells on cold. I feel like the oats are almost kind of giving me like an apple cake vibe. I'm not getting like that celery note that my strange nose can get from a caramel apple. I'm not really getting caramel. But I'm getting a bakery apple. I do get hints of cinnamon, just like it says. Sometimes they say hints and you get way more than a hint. I don't get a ton of cinnamon. So I don't think you would have to be scared of that. But I definitely get those oats, and I'm not mad about the oats. So yummy, but it almost comes across. I know a lot of people were saying like apple oatmeal. But to me, it's almost like an apple cake almost. Maybe topped with like a streusel oat topping. I'm going to warm this sooner rather than later, and I don't know. I just have a feeling my experience is going to be so much better. Maybe my bar just kind of went rancid and just wasn't smelling great, because I was really surprised I didn't love it. Cactus flower lime. This was one that I did not plan to pick up because I am not a lime lover. So we have, it says Zen beckons like a siren song from this crisp, meditative blend of lime mist, water lotus, green tea, and delicate aloe leaf. So we got a lot going on. Lime mist, water lotus, green tea, and aloe leaf. It's not bad. Again, I thought I was just going to hate it. But it's not bad. I do get the lime mist. It does come across to my nose as like a watery lime. And I think that's why I'm kind of okay with what I'm smelling on cold, because it's not like super booming lime, super tart lime in your face. I pick up that floral. Again, it's a watery floral, so the water lotus. I do pick up a little bit of that tea note. I can't say that I'm pulling the aloe leaf. I'm not getting a ton of green. But that's fine with me, because I'm not a big green fan. This was a bar I totally planned on not warming, but I actually think I'm going to try it out. So, cactus flower lime. Another welcome surprise. Candy Dandy. So this one, I thought I would like, but I wasn't sure that I thought I needed it. So this is almost sweet enough to eat. Kids will go gaga for this delicious candy scented concoction of mango, lemon drops, and creamy vanilla. So mango, lemon drops, and vanilla. This was part of like a candy collection that was released for kids. It was before my time with Scentsy. And now it's back. Yeah, so that vanilla is giving me like a taffy. So kind of like your, what's the taffies that come in that pack of Laffy Taffy? You have like your green apple, you have your strawberry. It kind of leans like that, like your strawberry taffy, but with lemon. I know it says mango. I'm not a huge mango lover, and I'm not really pulling mango here. I'm getting more of the lemon drop, but it's creamy lemon drop. So like a lemon drop, creamy candy, taffy. But it's almost like it's a mixture of fruits, like a mixture of like strawberry and maybe some more lemon and maybe some apple or something like that. It's like a mixture, like a fruit, a candy fruit. So not like super, super bright and fruity, but candy fruit. I mean, it kind of does give me a little bit of the Dumbo bar vibe. So yeah, I guess you could definitely say mango in that way, because I feel like that's a super creamy mango. It's nice. I don't know that I feel like I need it, but who knows? Maybe I'll warm it and think it's the best thing ever. I like it. It's definitely a scent that I like, but probably not going to be a club bar for me. Central Park Pralines. I'm super excited about this one. I feel like I've heard so many good things, and the scent notes sound right up my alley. It's a decadent confection of rich roasted pecans, buttery caramel, and cinnamon sugar. I do like pecans and wax. Don't always love nutty scents. Like, I'm not an almond lover. I'm not a pistachio lover. This is a buttery scent, but in a good way. It's not like straight up melted butter. It is definitely like a buttery pecan sauce, and I think that caramel is kind of giving me the sauce vibe. Almost leaning a little bit butterscotchy, but again, in the best way. Not overly nutty, but you do detect the pecans. It definitely gives me like a praline vibe. If you liked Bath & Body Works Praline Delight, I think you would like this. It's good. It smells really good. I have a feeling that's going to be absolutely decadent and warm. I hope it's a good performer. I haven't watched a lot of warm reviews, so I'm hoping people are saying good things. Coconut flower. This was another one that I absolutely plan to buy. I do feel like I've watched a couple reviews on this. I've seen Brett's, I've seen Stephanie's, and I feel like they like this, but I think they both said it wasn't overly strong. Graceful tropical blossoms meet luscious pineapple and the subtle scent of coconut milk and a feminine floral fragrance. So we have tropical blossoms, pineapple, and coconut milk. I love pineapple and coconut together, so I was like, I'm going to try it. I love how it smells on cold. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You very much, it says subtle coconut milk. I very much get coconut milk. To me, it's not subtle. I definitely get those tropical blossoms. There's definitely floral going on here. And the pineapple, believe it or not, because pineapple can be so juicy and bright, and I love it. I love it that way, but I know it's not for everyone. The pineapple is very toned down in this. I'm getting more of that coconut milk and that floral. I'd be interested to see if the pineapple comes out on warm, because I'm not getting a ton of it, but this is beautiful. So we'll see. It doesn't smell overly light to me on cold, but it doesn't smell like overly strong either. This bar, you guys, this bar, I had this before. I had a club, and I wanted. I may not have even gotten this from Scentsy. I may have gotten it on the black market. I'm not sure, but I've had it, and I love it. And I knew when it went up for voting, and I kept seeing it go in and out of the top 25. I was so nervous. I was like, please let it make it back. It did. It's gone in my club. It's already there. No way I'm fooling around with this. I'm keeping it. cranberry pumpkin spice. You know I am a fall girl through and through. And I don't always love Scentsy's cranberry, but I do love it in this bar. Sugared cranberry adds a sweet kick to baked pumpkin, delightfully infused with cinnamon spice. So we have cranberry, sugared cranberry, so sweet cranberry, baked pumpkin, and cinnamon spice. Sign me up. Oh, it smells so strong and cold. I really am getting that spice note big time on this fresh pour. Probably more so than I remember smelling it the last time I had it, but it's been a while since I've had this. So I think you gotta like spice, because this one is coming off as quite spicy. I'm almost getting a little bit of clove out of this, and I know when I warmed this, I didn't get a lot of clove. Doesn't say clove, but I'm getting a little bit more of that cinnamon spice. Or am I getting like a red hot cinnamon? That's what's confusing me. Either way, I love this bar. Not super tangy or fruity on the cranberry. The pumpkin, yes, for sure. And I'm definitely getting quite a bit of spice on this one, on this fresh pour. Cranberry pumpkin spice. I think that pumpkin's going to tone it down when it warms, but we'll see. Belle Enchanted Rose. I do like a rose scent every now and then, but Scentsy doesn't always do the best roses to my nose, because a lot of their rose scents tend to be rose heavy. I like rose when it's mixed with fruit. I like rose when it's mixed with some perfume. I like rose when it's mixed like amber. I like rose mixed with bakery, especially if the bakery's heavy. I'm actually working on a couple of rose candles right now. I have Homeworks. I think it's called X's and O's going on, which is like a fruity rose. Very pretty. I can't remember the fruit, but I think it's like strawberry and raspberry, or either or. And I am working on Kringle's Lemon and Rose Tea, I think it's called, which I am loving that candle. It's got a little bit of rose, it's got a little bit of lemon, it's got some tea notes. It's glorious. I am loving it. Wish I'd gotten more. Let's see. We have rose petals, passion fruit, and sandalwood. Offer endless inspiration to those who dare to dream. Oh yeah, I get the rose. It's pretty though. This is not like heirloom rose. Heirloom rose was just too much rose for me. This is still very rose forward, but I feel like it's not like super grandma rose. And I say that in the best way because, you know, I could be a grandma soon. My daughter is 31 years old, going on 32 soon. And I know her and her boyfriend have been discussing marriage. So, you know, I don't say it in a bad way. And I love grandma. So, yeah, I definitely get that rose. I don't really pick up the sandalwood. So, I'm kind of hoping that comes out on warm and kind of creams down that rose a little bit. I get a little bit of a fruity vibe. I couldn't say for sure it's passion fruit, but there's definitely a fruit in here. And it's a tropical fruit. It's nice. It's not super strong, so I don't think it's going to be like a super heavy rose. But we'll see. Belle Enchanted Rose. On cold sniff, I would say it's not going to be a club bar, but I like it. It's not bad. I may add it to one of the rose candles I got going on. All right, I feel like this one has been a polarizing scent for people. People are not loving this, and it seemed to be pretty popular in the voting. I feel like it stayed in the top. Did it stay in there the whole time? I don't remember, but I feel like people really wanted this back. This is a scent that Scentsy talked about. It had a different name. In one of the, I think it was in the month live, Orville talked about this having a different name. I think it was like Spice Vanilla or something like that. Spice something. I can't remember what he said. And he said it didn't sell well, and they changed the name, and it sold very well. But I feel like a lot of people are not loving this bar. So this is Spice Up Your Home with a blend of vanilla bean, jasmine, patchouli, and sandalwood. I definitely did not plan to pick this up. I don't tend to like Scentsy's patchouli. Jasmine, I could give or take. Sandalwood I like, vanilla I like. So I wasn't planning on picking it up just based upon it having patchouli and people not seeming to love it. And a lot of people saying it doesn't perform very well. I will say on cold, it's not bad. There is a sharp note on the bottom of this. What is giving me that sharp note? Because I feel like the patchouli in here is not bad. It's more like, to my nose, more like your pretty patchouli, not like your earthy, dirty hippie patchouli, which I don't like that patchouli. I'm not getting that. Unless it's deeply, and I don't think so, because this kind of has a body care vibe. Of course, there's that jasmine in there. And there's sandalwood in here. I get the vanilla bean. It's giving me body care, but it's also giving me a warmth. It is not super strong, but I don't feel like it's super light. Like, I can detect I'm smelling, you know, fragrance here. I definitely get the patchouli and the jasmine and the vanilla. Do I get the sandalwood? Yeah, again, I don't feel like I'm getting the sandalwood in these bars. Am I just not smelling sandalwood today? Okay. I think I'm getting a little bit of sandalwood. But I'm getting this note. It's almost like a green note, and I don't think I've heard anyone else say that. It must be the jasmine. I don't know. I'm getting a weird note that I cannot describe. But let's see what I get on warm. I may let this one sit a little bit because, like I said, a lot of people have been saying it's very light. And vanilla scents, that doesn't surprise me. So I probably won't get to this one anytime soon. I'm going to kind of let those scent notes kind of marinate. This bar I've had before, Fiji Flower. I've had it in the laundry. I've had it in the wax bar. I had it in the laundry first, and I love the laundry. I had the Scentsy Fresh. I had the laundry detergent. I had the dryer bars. I absolutely love the scent in the laundry. So I picked up a bar from someone's D-stash, and it was a rough-looking bar. Loved how the bar smelled when cold, though, and I warmed it, and I didn't love it as much. It totally smelled different than how the laundry smelled to me. So a vivid lei, delicately crafted with pink plumeria and pear blossoms wraps around an air of apple. So we have lei, pink plumeria, pear blossom, and apple. Although the lei is made of the plumeria and the pear blossom. And a little bit of apple. Yeah. It's really pretty on cold. Like, it totally gives me the laundry vibes. If you ever tried the laundry, it smells just like it. I will say this bar is giving me quite a bit of that apple, and I'm not hating it. It's really nice mixed in with the pear blossom and the plumeria. I do really like apple mixed with floral. I don't know why that is, especially if the apple's stronger, and it is here. Totally smells like the laundry. When I warmed it, I don't remember what it was about it, but it was kind of sharp. I probably have it in one of my empties videos talking about it. And I tend to tag those scents, or bookmark them, I should say. So it's probably easy to find. Yeah, I hope I love it more on this round because, you know, it is a newer bar, Fiji Flower. I am glad it's back because I would like to try it again. I love the color of the packaging in the bar. And like I said, I love the laundry products. This one I did not plan to get. Grapevine. I will say that Fiji Flower, even though I did not have a great experience of that when I warmed it, I was going to get a fresh bar of it. So Grapevine, I'm just not a grape girl, it says it's somewhere between grape juice and Cabernet. I'm not a wine girl and I'm not a grape girl, so I don't expect to love this. It is definitely grape. So I think I'm getting what's the Cabernet a little bit on the bottom, but it's coming across to my nose as a bit waxy on the bottom. The top smells better, and I get a lot of grape on top. To me, it smells like a grape lollipop or like a grape juice. Very hefty grape. And I think, like I said, I'm getting a little bit of the wine on the bottom. But the bottom smells a little waxy to me. So we'll see how that goes when I warm it. I will warm it. I won't get rid of it unless, you know, my daughter comes in and she loves it. She can have it. Linger. This one I plan to purchase because I was really curious about this one. The scent notes just sound interesting. So we have pink grapefruit, sugared apple, lavish praline, and flirty marshmallow. And Scentsy describes it as those 4 scent notes swirl to create a fragrance that says stay. Hence, linger. This one smells light. I think I'll drop a piece of wax. Yeah, a little piece of wax fell out of that one. I'll pop this out. Wow. I don't know how to explain this one. It's not bad. I don't know that I love it, but I do like it. The funny thing is, I read the notes and I'm like, yep, I totally smell all that. But if I smell this and didn't see those notes, I don't know that I could pick out any one of those. It's almost like you took a grapefruit, you juiced it. You took a sugary apple, you took the praline, you took the marshmallow, and you literally swirled it all together. And you got this brand new scent where you can't detect each component, but you can detect that's what you've got going on in the recipe, so to speak. This is interesting. It's sweet. It's gourmand. It's interesting. I like it. Like I said, I don't know that I love it, but I like it. This one, I will be really interested to see how this transpires on warm. Because I don't even know what to think, but it's different. It's different. So if this ends up being something I like when I warm it, this will probably go in my club because that's kind of what I'm looking for, is different. Besides my bakery loves, I like things that are different and don't come around very often, and those are scent notes that you don't normally see. Luxe Vanilla. I feel like this one is getting pretty decent reviews. I love the packaging. This is soft tones of musk, cyclamen, and jasmine blend with a delicate scent of vanilla. So this is going to be floral, probably perfumey, and maybe a little creamy. Perfumey. Definitely get the musk. Oh, this is a little bit powdery. So those floral notes are giving me powderiness here. Pretty though, it's pretty. This smells like something I've smelled before in my past. It kind of is giving me, and I don't mean to make this sound like in a bad way, because I actually think this smells pretty, but it kind of is giving me like an Avon vibe. You know, I spent a lot of time with my grandmother when I was growing up. I loved being my grandmother. I was with her basically every weekend, sometimes in between. And she used to have those powders that Avon used to sell in her bathroom. And they would be like in a little container this big, and it had like a little topping that you'd like slide, and it had like, you know, 3 to 5 little dots, and the powder would come out through it. So, and it would be like a perfumey powder, and Avon had all kinds of scents. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like that, because they would have like a floral tone, but a powdery tone, a perfumey tone. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But again, I like it. It's almost like a scent memory. I don't know. I haven't really smelled anything here that I strongly detest, which is surprising to me. I mean, even the grape bar, it's not bad. It's not bad. This one I'm excited about. This one I've already ordered more of in a second order, because I needed to place a second order for some clearance items, and I was like, well, I'm going to make shipping worthwhile, because they only put a few new bars in clearance this round. So I was like, you know, make my shipping worth it. I threw more of this in it, and plus I feel like everybody loves this. And I had the cocoa version, so I think it's called Marshmallow Mint Cocoa, and I love that bar. I only have one left, and I'm so sad about it. I want to see it come back. So I had a feeling I would like this too. This is Buttermint and Marshmallow. Buttermint and marshmallow make merry beneath an amber veil. So we have buttermint, marshmallow, and amber. Wasn't sure what I was going to think of the amber note. Did I show you the back of that? So pretty. Did I show you the front? I don't know if I showed you the bar at all. I don't think I did. It's like a very, very pastel green. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I will say, when I smelled this the other day, oh my gosh, I fell in love instantly. Instant love. This may give my Mint to Be Merry a run for its money. It's so good. It's so good. I get hefty buttermint. Buttermint is the star here. Oh, it's such a buttery mint. It's like those little mints that you get at the restaurant after you're finished eating. They're sitting at the hostess table. Creamy. I do get a little bit of amber, but it's warm, it's resinous, it's the best. It's just the best amber vibe. Like, amber can be too much. It can be too much. It's perfect in here. It's toned down. Like I said, it's warm, it's resinous, it's beautiful. And it's so marshmallowy. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so sweet. Ooey, gooey, creamy. Delicious, delicious. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That one's going into my club. Please tell me this is a good performer, you guys, because I need it to be. It's so good. Did not plan to pick up the next bar. Mums and Marigolds. You guys know I am not a floral girl. I can handle it sometimes if it's mixed in with stronger other notes such as fruit, bakery. Then I can handle it. I don't like it with green. I don't like it all floral. The sunny scent of summer marigolds, rosy rhubarb, earthy cedar, and musk. And I'm reading those notes. I'm like, no, 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 no. It's not bad. It's not bad. Whoa, I get a lot of the marigold on the bottom. I like it better on top. I feel like it's a little bit more subtle on top. I do get the earthiness, but I feel like some of the earthiness is also coming from that marigold. I get a lot of the marigold on the bottom. And even though I'm not a huge floral lover, I do appreciate the marigold scent because, again, it gives me a scent memory. Again, back to my grandmother. I spent all my weekends with her when I was young, and my grandmother was very much into her flower garden. She spent a lot of time on that flower garden. And it's funny to me because I spent so much time with her and I spent so much time working on this garden with her. But I did not grow up to love gardening. I appreciate very much how it looks. I love beautiful flower, landscaping, gardens, things like that. I love how it looks. I just don't like doing it. I don't like to upkeep myself. And I kill everything. I don't know why, but I kill everything. I cannot have live things. I have plants in my home. They're all fake. I do my best to try to find the ones that look real, but they're all fake. Because I would kill them if they weren't. And plus, I don't do bugs. And, you know, I feel like plants get bugs. My boss brought in this huge plant to his office a couple years ago. And I told him from the get-go, because I know how he is. He's very low maintenance. I knew he was not going to take care of that plant. And I told him, you know, I ain't taking care of that plant right because I kill everything. I'm not helping you. And I couldn't. Luckily, we had another flower lover, plant lover in the office, and she helped him. But it got bugs. Bugs everywhere. And I was like, I don't want no part of it. We ended up throwing that thing out. And I know he spent a fortune on that plant. It was like huge. You couldn't save it. Probably just because I looked at it. But yeah, this is definitely marigold heavy. I do get a little bit of that rhubarb. It kind of gives it a little bit of a tanginess. I can't say for sure I'm getting cedar, but I'm getting an earthiness to this. And musk for sure. I don't know why it's called mums and marigolds. It doesn't have mums in the scent. But to take me back to that scent memory, marigolds were a favorite for my grandma. I was around marigolds all the time. Every time I was with grandma, we were either going shopping for marigolds, we were planting marigolds, we were watering marigolds, we were always doing something with marigolds. She loved marigolds. She loved petunias. She loved geraniums. That was just her thing. She loved those plants. And this smells like those plants. So even though I'm not huge on this scent, I actually kind of like it. And it's giving me a scent memory. And I appreciate that. So mums and marigolds. Because my grandmother is long gone. She passed away in 2001, just shortly before 9/11 happened. And blessing in disguise, not that I wanted her to be gone, because I never wanted her to be gone. I loved her so much. But I was, I don't want to say happy, but I was appreciative that she did not have to witness the horror of 9/11, because she was a big worrywart, and I don't think she would have took it well. And we were from New Jersey, so we were very close to, you know, the happenings, and I think that would have really got to her. And I'm just glad she didn't have to experience that. All right, moving on. I went back and forth whether or not I was going to purchase this one if I did the single bars. I thought maybe I'd try it because it's getting so many great reviews. People love it. But people tend to love the scent note, and I don't. So I went back and forth. So who knows what I would have ultimately done. But I bought the pack, and now I have it. Pistachio ice cream. Pistachio cream and coconut garnished vanilla meringue. So pistachio cream. Okay. Coconut. Love me some coconut. Vanilla meringue. This is nice. I definitely get pistachio. It kind of gives me pistachio ice cream vibes. What was that candle from Bath and Body Works? Was it also called pistachio ice cream? Kind of gives me vibes of that candle. It's definitely creamy. I don't feel like I pick up a lot of coconut. Yeah, I'm getting more cream. So that vanilla meringue for sure. I think the coconut is just coming across or adding to the creaminess. It almost is more like a coconut milk than a coconut. I mean, I get a little bit of coconut. It's funny, the longer you smell, you start looking for it. Sometimes you find it. But pistachio for sure. It's a creamy pistachio. I'm not getting cherry from this. I think I've heard both sides of the story. I've heard some people say it's cherry leaning and some people say it's not. I'm on camp not. I don't get cherry from that. So I'm going to warm it. See what I think. Again, I don't hate it. Still haven't found anything here that I'm like, held to the no. Even the ones that I thought were going to be held to no. Prickly pear and agave. Love this packaging. It is very much like the similar scent that was released for Easter this year, which is in my club. Prickly pear and agave are sweet as a desert sunset behind a dreamy veil of sheer petals. So we have prickly pear and agave. Not sure what the sheer petals is. Is that the prickly pear? I don't know what prickly pear looks like. Is it sheer? I don't know. I'm sorry for my ignorance, but I don't know. This one has a little bump in there. Okay, yeah. This one is floral for sure. It has a sweetness about it, probably that agave. And even though prickly pear isn't pear, it kind of does give me a little bit of pear vibe. I don't know if that's the wording playing with my brain, but it kind of gives me that. But it's definitely floral. And at least on cold, I like the Easter bar better, because the Easter bar, I believe, has pineapple in it, and I really love that bright juiciness of the pineapple that's in that bar. So out of the two, this one is definitely more floral. So I like the Easter one better, but we'll see. It's not bad. Again, it's not bad. This one I did not plan to pick up. Red pear and pomegranate. I'm not huge on pomegranate, and pear I kind of go back and forth on. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Sweet tart notes of pomegranate and rhubarb. What is up with the rhubarb? Somebody was loving rhubarb, right? I feel like you don't see that scent note that often, but we have 2 scents already that have it. Polished by crisp, energizing red pear. I don't know what the difference is between a red pear and a yellow or green pear. Bosque. What are the different pears? Bartlett, Bosque. What's red? I don't know. So we have pomegranate, rhubarb, and red pear, and it's saying sweet and tart. Oh, this one has a piece of wax flying around. Yeah. What is that with these pieces of wax? It's not bad. I'm getting a lot of waxiness on the bottom. This is a really nice pear in this, though. It's a very fresh, juicy pear. So again, I don't know, is that just Scentsy trying to be fancy? Is there such a thing as red pear? Comment below. Like I said, excuse my ignorance. Educate me. But I definitely get pear in this. More so than I get pomegranate, but I do get the pomegranate. It kind of is like a holiday drink, fruity kind of vibe. It's actually kind of nice. I actually don't mind it. So I think I'm actually going to warm all these bars, because every bring back my bar, if I get the whole set, I tend to give away bars. I think I'm actually going to warm all these. Now this one kind of gives me fall, winter vibes, so I don't think I'm going to get into that anytime soon. But I'm actually going to try it. Okay guys, I was absolutely certain I'm not going to like this one. Rosemary Mint. Definitely. There's so many light green bars in this grouping. Soothing Mint and Tea Tree. And Vitalizing Rosemary. No, thank you. I am not an herb girl. If it has rosemary, if it has thyme, if it has sage, I'm not getting it. And I can tell by the way this is talking, this is going to be like your herbal mint. Definitely get that tea tree on top. It is medicinal. There's the mint. The mint is on the bottom. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Truth be told, I don't hate this. But I definitely get that medicinal tea tree on top. If you've ever smelled like tea tree, it is strong and it is medicinal to my nose. But that mint, it's like a cool mint on the bottom. The rosemary is very, very low key in this, if I'm getting it at all. Which I'm not hating on. I'm getting lots of mint on the bottom and lots of tea tree on the top. I kind of like the mint in this. So maybe that mint will turn down the tea tree when it all kind of blends together. I don't know. Will I warm this one? If I had to pick one that I absolutely don't love, it would probably be this one for sure. But still, I don't hate it. Seashore. This one I also feel like has been kind of a polarizing scent. People seem to have strong opinions on it and they go either way. And I'm curious. A breath of ocean air dappled with salted grapefruit and sweetened just so by hints of pink ginger, lemon zest, and vanilla bean. Salty grapefruit, ocean air, hints of pink ginger. I don't know what's up with Scentsy in the color descriptions. Lemon zest and vanilla bean. So I'm just like, I don't know, especially with ginger, but I don't tend to like Scentsy's ginger scents. I didn't like their frosted ginger cookie. I didn't like, what was the other ginger one everyone loves? Ginger crunch or something like that. I don't know. There's been a couple of ginger cookie scents I didn't love. I feel like something called Seashore. I thought it was going to smell beachier, even though the scent notes clearly don't sound super beachy. This is bright. Definitely getting the lemon zest. It is very much zesty, more so than, I won't say a sweet lemon, because, you know, you got to pretty much add sugar to lemon to be sweet. It is a little bit tart, but you got grapefruit going on here, and I'm definitely getting those citrus notes. They're the winners here. Like the citrus notes for sure. It's definitely very bright. It kind of comes across as fresh with a little bit of an air note. I'm not really getting ginger, which I'm not hating on because I don't love ginger. I don't know that I'm getting vanilla. I'm getting air. I'm getting a slightly saltiness. Yeah, it almost is like a salt water vibe. So maybe that's where the seashore name comes from. The citrus notes are really quite nice in this. Very bright. A bit tart and tangy, but in a good way. Zesty, fresh, bright. I don't know. I don't hate it. Seashore. It just kind of smells different than I expected. But obviously the scent notes are very citrusy. Oh, speaking of polarizing, I feel like nobody likes this bar. And so this was a bar when I first saw the name and I first saw the scent description. I was definitely planning on getting this. And then the more and more I watch people's videos talk about how this smelled on cold and on warm, I got scared. I got scared. Strawberry Taffy. It is such a beautiful pastel pink. I want to love this. All right, nostalgic notes of vanilla taffy folded with strawberry puree beckon straight from memory lane. So vanilla taffy and strawberry puree. What's not to like, right? Okay, I've heard a lot of people, I feel like a lot, at least more than one, say that this smells plasticky. And I totally agree. It smells plasticky. It's almost like there's a fine line between like that strawberry Laffy Taffy that comes in those little bags of Laffy Taffy that I talked about earlier. And then like a strawberry scented doll. You know, those dolls have like hair that's scented. And those dolls are plastic. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know. I don't strongly detest it. I know some people are just like, eh. I know Stephanie talked about this, there being a weird note when this came out on warm. So if this gets even more plasticky on warm, I don't think I'm going to love it. But I'm kind of undecided. So I'm kind of right there in the middle, that fine line. I'm not sure. We'll see. If you love that scent, tell me what you love about it. This one, I'm so excited to smell. I've never smelled it. And I've heard people talk about this one for years. And even though the scent notes, I'm like, it's kind of floral. I'm super excited to smell it. This is Summer Holiday. Again, a beautiful light green wax. Steal away to a sunny isle bursting with lush plumeria, tiger lilies, so lots of floral, and sweet orange, hey, hey. Softened by vanilla, hey, hey, and gradient amber. So we have a lot going on. Got some amber going on in these bars too. Let's talk about rhubarb, but we got amber going on too. Plumeria, tiger lily, so lots of floral. Sweet orange, sign me up. Vanilla, sign me up. Amber. Okay, this is pretty. It's giving me body care vibes, which is not surprising. Body care / perfume. It kind of smells like an upscale perfume. You get that floral. It's like a floral perfume. I don't know that I'm getting orange. I really wanted that orange to come through. But I'm getting a very lovely, beautiful, sweet floral perfume. And I like it. I think I'm going to do this in my bedroom. You guys, let me know how performance is on this. Not that it smells light. It doesn't. It smells all these bars. I can smell all these bars just fine. But let me know how the performance is on this. Is this a good bedroom scent? because I feel like it's a good bedroom scent as far as the fragrance itself. Where do you warm summer holiday? I feel like a lot of you have it in your club. This one I'm super excited about, but I feel like the reviews have been wonk wonk. So I'm not happy about that. And I feel like people have said, even if it sits in your stash for a while, it doesn't get better, which totally makes me sad. But sometimes I have the total opposite experience that someone else does, or the masses do, I should say. So I'm hoping maybe that's the case here. Tahitian Black Orchid. This wax is gorgeous in color. So we have a seductive tapestry, a black orchid, a dark plum, coconut milk, and white rose weaves a mysterious tale full of sweet surprises. These notes just sound so beautiful. So we have black orchid, dark plum, coconut milk, and white rose. It just sounds like a dark, beautiful scent, right? It really is. It really is beautiful. Another one that I would think bedroom scent. I will say this is probably the lightest bar I've smelled. I can't remember what bar earlier I thought was a little lighter. But it does smell light. I can smell it. I'm getting that coconut milk on the bottom. It kind of almost smells like it has a little bit of vanilla in it, but there's no vanilla here. It's really pretty. I wouldn't be scared of that rose. It's not detectable rose to me. You can tell there's some floral going on, but you can't tell it's rose. And orchid is one of those florals, like, it's kind of just like a blender. Not overly floral. But I tend to like orchid and stuff, so it's kind of like a prettiness to it. And then you get that darkness from the plum, and it's just so sultry and sexy and beautiful, and just, it's glorious, honestly. But very soft, very soft. So I will let it sit for a little bit, but I'm hearing from a lot of people it doesn't make much difference. So we'll see. I have a feeling this will be one I have to use the whole bar in my bedroom. But it's so pretty. Last but not least, I was going to purchase this one. I wasn't going to originally, but I feel like a lot of people are liking it. So I thought, you know what? It's got cute packaging. I'm a sucker for cute packaging, and I like mint scents and I like tree scents, so I'm going to go for it. Winter Wonderland. And of course, since I got the whole bundle, I didn't have to go for it. It's here. Exhilarating blast of a frosty mint breeze. Now, that's all the scent notes say, but I feel like a lot of people have said it has a little bit of a tree note to it. So I'm hoping. This is giving me a mix between toothpaste and mouthwash. I don't feel like I heard anybody say that. But that mint is totally giving me toothpaste and mouthwash. And I do get a little bit of that air vibe. So it kind of takes it away a little bit, like a step higher, but I'm really getting like fresh breath mint, toothpaste, mouthwash. This is what you smell on someone's breath when they just suck down a breath mint. I don't know. Maybe it would be better if I mixed it with tree. I don't really pick up a tree note. Did I hear people wrong? I don't know. Yep. That's what I'm getting. Kind of was hoping for more on this one. So not loving this one only because I'm totally getting like, you know, breath mint vibes. All right, let's pick out what my favorites and not so favorites were from this Bring Back My Bar. Let's see. We'll pick out my not so favorites first because I feel like they're easier because I didn't have many. Okay, guys, so the great thing is I think this is a really good bring back my bar round. Like, I'm really shocked that, like, there's nothing here that I'm like, oh my God, I hate it. Even the Winter Wonderland, which I kind of spiel off about, I don't hate it. I just think it smells like toothpaste. But these would be the two bars I would say, not my favorite for sure. Rosemary Mint. I'm sure you won't be surprised when you watch this back. And Winter Wonderland. I'm so disappointed in Winter Wonderland because I totally thought it was going to be my thing. All right, so the bars that I like, but not 100% on because I just need to warm them and see. But I like them. But I wouldn't put them in my top favorite based on cold sniff only. It'll be interesting to see how this changes when I warm them. Fiji Flower, only because of my past experience. But I absolutely love how that smells. So we'll see. Linger, because I don't know what to think of this. But I kind of like it. I would never thought I would have picked this, but Ace. Again, not sure what I think, but I kind of like it. Tahitian Black Orchid, I just think it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just super light, so it kind of puts it in the unsure category. And Summer Holiday, I know it's a favorite, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I gotta warm it to see for sure. So those are my, I think I'm gonna love them, but not sure. And then these are for sure loves on cold sniff. Anyway, Marshmallow Mint, Apples and Oats, Central Park Pralines. You're not going to be shocked when you see all these gourmand scents, right? Coconut Flower. You know, I love me some coconut. So that Coconut Blossom is pretty good too. But that Coconut Flower, they're kind of similar. And yeah, Cranberry Pumpkin Spice. I already know. This is my baby. That's my baby. Yeah, I would pick all the gourmand scents for sure. Yeah. Anyway, if you have the Bring Back My Bars in hand, whether you got them early or you just got them shipped to you, because these came, like I said, super fast. I ordered them on June 30th, literally the last day of June. And I got them, I think, July 3rd? Maybe July 2nd. It was pretty quick. Yeah, they were like shipped instantaneously, so super fast. They had ice packs. There were several ice packs in the package. Really big box. They put the bars in a separate box with ice packs and like a Mylar pouch. All the bars were in the Mylar pouch with the ice packs. And there was 2 ice packs in there. And then there was a separate area where there was like packing paper and another Mylar pouch with an ice pack. And I think there were like 2 bars in that. And I'm glad I checked because I thought all the bars were in the inside box because it was sealed. But they weren't. There was a couple in that pouch. So always check because you never know. I just thought it was just holding the ice pack. But there were 2 bars in there. So I would have thrown them away if I hadn't paid attention. I actually did take the ice packs out and refroze them because I thought I need to destash some things, so I may use them to put in the boxes. I don't know how well that will help, but I feel like it definitely helps with Scentsy wax because the wax is soft. But none of these were melted. So yeah, no problem there. Everything was in great shape. I do use a UPS store to get my shipments, so they're in a temperature control environment until I pick them up. They're not sitting out on my step or anything like that. So, and I do that because I get so much wax. So I don't really want wax sitting out on my step while I'm still at work. Especially if, you know, my delivery schedules, depending on the courier, it's all over. They're never like, it used to be, you always knew, hey, UPS is coming around 2 o'clock. You know it. So you could be home waiting for them. Now, you know, they come 10, 11, 1, 2, 4, 6. You can't keep track of it. I mean, and FedEx, which is what Scentsy uses. Oh my God, they're horrible. FedEx is awful in my area. Awful. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, if you picked up any of these bars, let me know what your thoughts are below. Let me know what your top 5 favorites are. And let me know what your top 2, I shouldn't say top, bottom 2 non-favorites are. Let me know. in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this content today, I hope you will give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here where I talk about all things home fragrance, including Scentsy wax. I am a Scentsy consultant, so if you ever have any Scentsy questions, feel free to reach out. My email is always posted in my channel description box, so you can easily find it there. And sometimes I include it in my videos, so I'm super easy to reach out to, or you can just comment below. Super happy to help you in any way that I can, because like I said, I am a Scentsy consultant. A lot of us are in the fragrance community because we love the product. We love the product. I know there's been a lot of changes that we are not loving so much, and I am totally on board. I totally agree, but I do love the wax, and I still enjoy the wax. So yeah, love to have you here. So please subscribe, and guys, I gotta get working on my next video, which will be my vendor wax, my Scentsy wax, I think I have a mini candle, my wax empties. So I will see you next one, guys. Have a great one. Bye bye.